I apologize. I don't know what happened to that intro, okay, you guys? Epic fail, but it is what it is. So, welcome to Firestar Tarot. I am Empress Egypt, and this is your weekly general reading, Pisces, okay? So, upon shuffling off of camera and setting intentions, a few cards did stand out to me. Big emphasis on many of options when it comes to your person, okay? Lots of decisions for your person to make, and ultimately it's going to be up to if they trust their intuition or not, okay? So we are going to be doing a 10-card spread. I'm going to be tapping into your person's energy, a little bit different from what we normally do. Normally I do a you versus them. Again, I'm going to be tapping in just into your person's energy, okay? So cross watchers, I will not be addressing you in this reading. Also, don't forget, you guys, energy is fluid, which means I can be picking up on your energy instead of your person's energy, or vice versa. Also, masculine and feminine are just energies. So energy is fluid, gender is fluid, as well as time being irrelevant, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Anything I don't mention in the intro, I'll put in the description box, including information for extended and personal reads. All you have to do is email me, okay? All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this and see what's going on. Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to my Pisces person of interest. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, Queen of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, 2 8s on the table, the Tower moment. Interesting, very interesting. We also have the Moon, lots of illusions, right? King of Pentacles in reverse, the Temperance, as well as the Justice card. Okay, we still need one more card. Let's get one more card, Spirit. One more card, Spirit, please. One more card, Spirit. One more card. Knight of Pentacles. All right. Lots of energy, okay? I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of stuff going on, but there's a lot of good cards here with your person's energy. I'm not going to lie. All right, so let's tap into it and clarify and find out what's going on here. There will be an extended, you guys, to this reading. So if you're interested in the extended, we will clarify the possible outcome. We'll dive deep into anything that I find interesting in this reading in the extended, okay? Like I said, just send me an email and I will send you over my PayPal link. If not, my PayPal link's down below. Just make sure that you guys email me so I can have a place to send you the link, okay? All right, bottom of the deck, we do have the World in reverse. This is telling me, Pisces, that your person has really acknowledged the failures within their life, and there's this strong energy to really learn from the mistakes, learn from, or at least what they used to think is mistakes. So there's still a little bit of iffy if they're trusting their intuition, but ultimately they are acknowledging their failures, okay? They are also acknowledging that their accomplishments even had failures in them, and vice versa. So there's a lot of acknowledging the good and bad within all the situations, okay? Starting off this reading with the Eight of Cups energy, there is this urge to either walk away from what they're currently in, or they walked away from you, okay? We also have the Seven of Wands in reverse, you guys. This is the energy of a lot of problems and fears when it comes to holding on, right? It's like they don't want to hold on. They're having a hard time going through the struggles. They're having a hard time fighting the war, right? I just feel this real, like, it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, it's not that they want to give up. It's that they don't know how to do it. Like they're lost almost with these problems that they're facing, okay? And we're going to clarify what the problems are, but ultimately there's this sense of just really feeling lost, really feeling like they have no one to talk to about these struggles, about, these problems. but your person is the Queen of Pentacles energy, right? Earth energy here. Very grounded, trying to manifest things from a intuitive standpoint, okay? From a trusting standpoint, but ultimately they don't know what to do. We also have the Eight of Pentacles coming through, okay? Eight of Pentacles energy is all about, again, evaluating. We have the Eight of Cups on the table as well as the Eight of Pentacles. That's 2 eights on the table, okay? 6 and 1, right? 7. So if you're seeing sevens or seven is significant to you, then this message is definitely for you, okay? I do feel like, though, there is this rush with your person's energy here throughout this whole reading, okay? It's this urgency, this fast rush here. But ultimately, there's something that happens, okay? The world comes crashing down on them, okay? Something is swept from beneath their feet. This is what we call divine intervention. But ultimately, there's a lot of destruction. And again, this is divine destruction, right? We also have the Moon card coming through, feminine energy, very illusion, right? Lots of illusions within what they see, what they think is their intuition. All in all, just this feminine energy of illusions, right? And I'm not saying that females are illusions. What I'm saying is that if a feminine is all in her feminine energy, there's going to be a lot of deception, a lot of illusion. So it's like full on feminine energy, right? That's this moon, right? Someone all in their emotions, someone not fully seeing things for what it is. Knight of Wands, not taking action, not being clear when it comes to the things that they're passionate about. But they do think of reconciliation here with the Temperance, right? It's run through their mind, most definitely. But with the Justice in reverse, there's no justice. There's a lot of injustice, right? There's a lot of things that haven't been fair with this person's energy, maybe even in their life as well. But ultimately, I feel like this injustice has to do with karma, right? If they didn't communicate well, or if they didn't take care of things, if there were illusions within the things they created, ultimately there's going to be illusions within what they create, right? Within everything. So ultimately, this injustice is going to go from one thing to the next, right? It's going to be surrounding their life, just a lot of injustice, right? A lot of bad karma, bad energy. Knight of Pentacles, though, there's this power for your person to hold through and manifest, if they can hold through, right? If they can understand that there needs to be an ending to the cycle and actually start a new cycle. That's always the hard part, right? But ultimately, the awakening does start to happen when, somebody starts to realize their failures, things that they've done wrong as an individual. That's when the awakening really starts to happen, because one, you can start to forgive yourself, and then ultimately you forgive others. So let's clarify and find out what's going on here, right? All right, we're going to start with the Eight of Cups, this energy of somebody walking away. We're going to find out if they walked away from you or if they want to walk away from their current situation. What's going on with this Eight of Cups energy? Spirit, show me what I need to see when it comes to this Eight of Cups energy, please. I feel like, honestly, the walking away needed to take place so that they could gain strength, okay, so that they could gain growth, understanding, the trial and error process, even if it wasn't right for you. Ultimately, this person walking away from whether it was you or this other person was needed for them, right? It creates the power of passion. They become passionate about their own selves. They become passionate about their own desires and their own dreams, their wishes, you know what I'm saying? But ultimately, it does lead to a disunion within love, because, something happens, right? Something goes on, right? Yeah, the Lord of Sorrow in reverse, right? The Three of Swords in reverse. It's really just this understanding, like they felt like in whatever connection they're walking away from here, okay, whether this was you or another person, ultimately they felt like when they walked away that there was lots of passion in this connection, but there was no love. There was no love, or they didn't feel love, okay? And ultimately, past tense, they were really heartbroken. They really battled. Maybe, someone felt the disunion, somebody felt something was off, but ultimately, somewhere this person decides to walk away, so they're no longer saddened, okay? They're no longer in sorrow. Your person is no longer in sorrow. What is this Seven of Wands energy? What are the challenges that my Pisces person is facing? What are the challenges here within these passions, these influences? Only one card flipped over. Wow, Two of Cups. So I feel like they have a lot of fear when it comes to this union, whether this is the union within you or just the union that they're like picturing in their head when they think of that Ten of Cups energy, right? It's a little too soon to tell if this is you or not. Ultimately, we're tapping into your person's energy, so we're just trying to figure out what's what in their head, okay? What's what in their heart and in their mind. The Two of Cups is here, though, okay? So the Two of Cups is here. There is this oneness within your individual, even though they're going through the problems, okay? This would explain the King of Pentacles energy, being grounded, being Four of Wands in reverse. I feel like, honestly, there's a lot of things that your person has not perfected when it comes to this union. Whether this is a union within, you two or just within themselves, there is some things that I feel like your person honestly worked really hard on and it still failed. So ultimately, there's a lot of doubt, and this is what's creating a lot of those problems, okay? There's a lot of doubt when it comes to passion, the things that they took a passionate risk with. There's fears and problems within, again, this energy of even love, right? What the Two of Cups is, what is this union, what is this oneness within me? But ultimately, the oneness is there. It's just that there's something blocking that judgment, right? There's something making your person doubt things or not trust in things, okay? Crossing is the sun, all right? So one moment they're happy and one moment they're not, right? Knight of Swords in reverse, they're not clear. They're not clear, and so this is why there's a lot of problems. There's a lot of problems when it comes to this what this union is to your person. Yeah, lots of oppression, but with the Ten of oppression, this is end. This is past tense, okay? So ultimately, I feel like this person did walk away. Let's see if we can get a clarification. Who did this person walk away from, Spirit? Things that were unbalanced, okay? Things that were unbalanced. Things that were difficult. So I feel like if your relationship was difficult in any way, Pisces, if you felt like an unbalance, like everything was always a challenge, things didn't work out, easy, it was a very difficult relationship, ultimately this is because they walked away from you. So they walked away from you because they were feeling this unbalance, okay, between passion and love. One minute they were happy and they felt the passion, and then one minute they weren't happy and they felt a lack of love, okay? Now, if your relationship wasn't unbalanced, okay, if your relationship wasn't rocky, if your relationship didn't have issues as far as ups and downs go, then this is the third party, okay? Who is this Queen of Pentacles, Spirit? Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? Show me what I need to see, please, Spirit, when it comes to this Queen of Pentacles, please. Spirit, why is this Queen of Pentacles here? Show me what I need to see, please. King of Wands in reverse. I just feel like, honestly, I feel like this is I don't want to say a third party energy yet. Let's clarify a little bit more before I speak of a third party energy, but I do feel like there's something else that's influencing this individual, okay? Whether it be their own thoughts or somebody else influencing their thoughts, ultimately there's this this influence, okay? This influence is very, very clingy. Maybe you'll know who I'm talking about. Masculine energy, but this is someone who doesn't change. This is somebody that refuses to change. This is somebody who's really weak, okay? There's this influence around them. I don't know who this person is. You'll know this person. I don't, but this is a weak individual that is not willing to change, okay? This isn't your person. This is this Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles supports your person in some way, shape, or form. I know it's weird. I don't get it. Maybe you'll know what this is. Let me turn on my comments. I forgot, you guys. I'm so sorry. Readings. This is a general reading. If you want a personal reading, just email me and I'll send you a price list. My email's in the description box, okay? Three of Wands, yeah. So I do feel like this Eight of Pentacles coming through, right? This person, your person, is evaluating things. really just having this fast motion again, this fast motion to wrap things up. And ultimately, there's a lot of strength that is created within your person, okay? What's going on with this tower here, Spirit? Why is the tower here? What is this divine interference here? What's going on with this tower moment, Spirit? Show me what I need to see when it comes to this tower moment, please. You know, I feel like, honestly, there's this, I don't know who this Queen of Pentacles is, but this Queen of Pentacles is a grounded individual and is very stable, and they depend on this Queen of Pentacles energy, okay? Earth energy here. Again, this person, though, is actually really weak. The only thing they have going for them is stability, whether this is money, whether this is a home that was left to them. You know what I'm saying? There's something that this person has that your person is clinging to. However, you know, one, this is actually really weak of that individual, of this Queen of Pentacles energy, kind of not using their powers for good, but ultimately also this makes your person weak, right? Because we intercept energy, right? We give off energy. That's what this is. So ultimately, this creates this weakness within your person. Yeah, another 8, you guys. A lot of fast moving here, right? Fast motion. Nine of Swords, Lord of Despair and Cruelty. Yeah, I feel like, honestly, Spirit really comes in with this tower moment and stirs shit up. Okay, creating instability in this connection that they're in. All right, a lot of unbalanced things, a lot of, again, I'm feeling this with the third party energy. Okay, this isn't you in any way, shape, or form. Even the original 8 of Cups walking away. This isn't them walking away from you like I thought it was. This is them walking away from this third party, or this is the energy they're in ultimately, because they're tired of what is going on with this energy, right? This weakness, this cruel, deceitful. There's a lot of lies within this third party situation. There's a lot of unbalanced things, and this person's not willing to change. This person's not willing to change at all. They're really trying to wrap this cycle up with this individual. But obviously, I saw lots of decisions and lots of options for your person when I was pre-shuffling off of camera. So let's go ahead and see what's coming in with the next 5 cards and see what the options are. But ultimately, the person they're with, it's unstable, it's unbalanced. It's either really bad or really good, right? It's either bipolar opposite. 7 of Wands flipped over, as well as the Princess of Pentacles in reverse and the 7 of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Here again, clarifying. Remember, I was telling you with this 7 of Wands energy in the reverse. Here's the 7 of Wands energy in reverse again. Your person's like kind of absorbed in this energy right now, though, straight up. So they're not manifesting things. They're not manifesting in this third party connection. They're not manifesting to end this third party connection. They want to. Okay, I'm not saying that they don't want to. They want to, but right now is this, again, this 7 of Wands energy, this not wanting to get through the struggles, afraid to go through the war, go through the battle. Does that make sense? They're fearing the battle. They're fearing the conflict. And so that's becoming a fear in their head, and they're having a hard time push through here. Why is the Moon card here, Spirit? What is the illusions within this? What's going on with these illusions here? Show me what I need to see when it comes to these illusions, please. Princess of Cups in reverse. The love of the feminine, right? I feel like, honestly, they thought they loved this person here, okay? They're starting to see this feminine energy. Remember, it doesn't have to be a feminine. So if you are masculine, you know what I'm saying, and your counterpart is feminine, this can be masculine too. You know what I'm saying? It's just ultimately, it's someone who is in their feminine energy, but someone who's using their feminine energy for evil, for influence, right? But your person's seeing this. Your person knows this, right? So ultimately, Spirit, because they've awakened and they've awoken, they've seen these illusions, right? They know what this third party is now, right? They know what this option is now. Ultimately, Spirit comes in and gives them the 9 of Pentacles, helps them financially so that they have their own stability here. Spirit, what's this 9 of Pentacles? The 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, the things that this person, this third party, didn't work with them on. So why is the 9 of Wands here then? Why is the King of Wands here in reverse, Spirit? Why is the King of Wands here in reverse? Four of Cups. Yeah. Your person right now is afraid to love. Okay. Your person's afraid to express any type of emotions here right now because last time they took a passionate adventure, they, again, they took a risk with this third party here. And so ultimately what happens is they were going more after the, not lust, but like the passion, the heat, the intensity, right? The influencing, right? Remember I was telling you about this third party influence? I feel like this person's very attractive, okay? Very attractive and very abundant when it comes to money, probably successful here, this third party energy. So ultimately it influenced your person. And so your person thought it was love, right? Because again, this was an influence. This person made them feel like this was love, bought their love in a nutshell. And so ultimately there's this blended feeling with your person's energy, right? They just didn't realize that it was actually passion when they thought it was love. So ultimately the illusions have been, you know what I'm saying? They are now, it is what it is. This person now knows. Yep, the moon in reverse. There you go. The illusions have now been, now they know. Now they see it for what it is. What is this temperance here? What is this reconciliation? Spirit, show me why the temperance is here, please. Show me why the temperance is here, please. Number 14, 4 and 1, 5. The star, yeah, dreams, hopes. This person wants, your person is dreaming and hoping for reconciliation, okay? Your person wants reconciliation here. Spirit, why is the justice in reverse then? What is this injustice that is happening? The King of Swords, because they're not clear. They're still not real clear here. I feel like they're second guessing their intuition, and this was ultimately the question. The question was, one, they have the decision to go back to you, or not even go back to you, but to finally go back on the things that they made or they didn't put effort into, right? And so ultimately this is one decision. Then they have another decision of what is the Two of Cups to them, right? What is this union? What is their 10 of Cups, right? Then they have another option when it comes to this third party they're in. Do they walk away now that they have their own finances? Now that they see this person for what they are and they know that there's no love here, do they flip this King of Swords energy around and take action and be clear with their actions? Ultimately that's the question we have to ask is, are they going to trust their intuition here? Are they going to trust that push from divine? We do have the Hierophant coming through, okay? So this is telling me that your person is open-minded to this, okay? This is a thought that has been on their mind, okay? Ultimately, though, there's still things that they're learning. This is about being the teacher and learning, right? So they're teaching this person something just like you taught them something, right? So ultimately, this person's still learning too from this third party, including from the separation between you two. So this is a learning lesson, and this is pushing your person to be open-minded. So if you guys had a past connection that may have been a little bit difficult to communicate, I do feel like, honestly, this separation is going to create a better communication in the future if this person decides to communicate, if this person does decide to walk back into your life and reconciliate, okay? We also have the last judgment. This is telling me right now your person's not making a decision, okay? Your person, not only is the masculine side of your person uncertain, but so is the feminine energy. So I feel like, honestly, right now there's kind of not a chance in hell that this person's going to come forward just because they're, again, they're unbalanced when it comes to not only their feminine, but their masculine too. So there's no action being taken. There's no emotions being clarified. There's no emotions being communicated, okay? I feel like right now they're just in this, yes, they're moving fast to end out this cycle, but they're also just kind of scared. They are scared. So it's weird. It's a real weird energy. Spirit, what's going on with the Knight of Pentacles? So let's see what your person actually manifests here, okay? What is this Knight of Pentacles energy, Spirit? Show me what I need to see when it comes to this Knight of Pentacles energy, please. The Devil, right? So I feel like, honestly, your person manifests more addiction here. I feel like because your person may be afraid, so much afraid, this is that fear, right? Fear is the enemy, right? Fear is the devil, okay? Fear is an illusion. The devil is an illusion, right? It's playing tricks on you. It's your own restraints here. I feel like your person, again, is creating just more addictions. I feel like your person is actually creating more fear than actually releasing them. Does that make sense? So it's like they're afraid. They're open-minded to being with you and reconciliating with you and communicating with you, even if you choose not to accept them back. But ultimately, they're not taking this action, especially in this energy right now. They're not taking this action because they have created this fear. This fear is the addiction, okay? They're afraid. They're afraid here. One, because, they must have really hurt you here to have this much fear. They're afraid of what you're going to say to them. And I think more importantly, they're afraid of rejection here because they know they hurt you in the past. You know what I'm saying? They know that maybe in the past they weren't open-minded when it came to the connection between you two. They didn't really know what this Two of Cups was. They were tempted, right? Tempted, straight up, tempted, seducted into a relationship that looked good, right? Sounded good, but ultimately was not love. It was temptation. It was seduction. And again, I feel like this person controls your person to the extent of they're afraid to leave. They're afraid to leave because they don't know what they're going to have. And interesting enough, though, you know, again, their hard work, Spirit does come in and reward them with money, but there's still this strong energy of being scared, you know, still not coming through clear. Yeah, this person is ending the cycle, but I feel like honestly, they're just ending the cycle in the way they're thinking. Interesting. Okay, interesting. So I feel like honestly there were still addictions within the things they were manifesting, but ultimately they do wake up here, okay? You know, again, let me put this deck down so I can show you all this. So we're clarifying the Nine of Pentacles here, right? What is your person taking action to manifest? First, we had the Devil, right? The addictions, okay? So I feel like a lot of the addictions are fear, but also too, I feel like a lot of the addictions were not being clear, okay? Not trusting the way they thought, not trusting their thought process, okay? Doubting intuition, getting in their ego. But we do have, like I said, next comes the Ten of Swords, right? It's putting an end to this thinking, okay? An ending to the way they thought before when it came to being unclear, being in this addicted energy, right? Being addicted to fear is now been acknowledged here with this Ten of Swords. So now there's an ending to the way they think. And in comes the Knight of Cups, right? This is taking action to emotions, taking action like a wave crashing on the sand. This is a energy of really expressing themselves emotionally. Now, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of fear even within the Knight of Cups, but ultimately there's a lot of wanting to take action here. There's a lot of wanting to communicate the things that have been bothering them in their head. The mind of maniacs, they released it, so now they want to express it. They want to express where they were at. And so what happens? They have mental clarity, right? Ace of Swords energy. However, we still have the Queen of Wands in reverse as well as the Ace of Cups in reverse. So I feel like honestly, they understand now. They're very clear, okay? They're very clear that they lost something really good, okay? They lost that Queen of Wands. They lost the power of love, right? Ace of Cups in reverse. They lost this. They lost not only this somewhat passionate connection from the past, but even more importantly, they lost this power of love, okay? They lost this emotion here, and they're fully understanding now. They have been awoken to this, right? So ultimately, the question is, do they trust their intuition, you know? And we'll find out when we get into the extended if they're going to trust their intuition here with the possible outcome. But I do want to go ahead and pull overall advice for you guys because ultimately, you know, this energy, we'll keep checking into it. Next week, we'll find out what's going on with this energy clearly. You know, we'll see where they're at, if they're taking any action or if they're going backwards. It's important to remember energy is very fluid, okay? So from one second to the next, someone's opinions can change, someone's energy can change. Divine can come in and always, you know, do what they need to do or what he or she needs to do so that they can make this work or make it not work, okay? So ultimately, it's in Divine's hands. But again, I do want to pull overall advice, overall messages from Spirit for you guys, okay? And then we will get into the extended for those of you guys, again, following in the extended. My extendeds are $5. My email's down below. Just send me an email and say, hey, Empress Egypt, I am interested in the extended. And then I'll send you my PayPal link. I cannot talk. I apologize. If you don't want to wait for my PayPal link, the PayPal link is down in the description box. You can send the money there and then email me. Either way is fine, okay? But again, the extendeds are $5, okay? And we're going to be looking at the possible outcome between you, what's really going on with this third-party situation. And yeah, we'll tap into a little bit of what's really going on with this this lack of love, right? All right, Spirit, anything else when it comes to my Aquarius, my Pisces energy? Maybe you guys are dealing with an Aquarius. Yeah, and it's interesting because this card actually came out in the Aquarius reading too. Not saying that you have to be dealing with an Aquarius, but you could have Aquarius in your chart, or even your person does. So if that's the case, there's probably messages for you in the Aquarius reading as well, okay? Spirit, a few more cards, please, when it comes to overall advice for my Pisces. Thank you. Surrender to the sweetness, right? Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. I feel like, honestly, Pisces, I know you're really focused on this energy, and maybe you even feel the pull of this energy. Maybe you feel this person thinking of you, and now all of a sudden you're like, why do I feel like I can't get over this person, or why am I thinking about this person again? Ultimately, Spirit's telling you, look, if you feel that's happening, then just enjoy life. Get out there and remember what life is, because sometimes we can get preoccupied with someone else's energy that we forget what our own energy is, okay? So I really feel this strong emphasis for you to go outside, maybe experience something that you haven't experienced, go do something you haven't done, enjoy life. Ultimately, life, every second is passing you by. Every second that you are wasting your energy on someone who isn't even clear with themselves, much less clear with you. Ultimately, you're wasting time that you can be experiencing life, okay? Also, I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. It's like coming to the awakening and realizing what your purpose is, or what fate is, or what destiny is, right? It's like, for so long we walk around as humans, doing what we want to do for ourselves, what's good for us and what makes us feel good. And then one day you just get tired of living in that energy, Pisces, and something happens, and it's like the blindfold has been lifted, and you're just like, you know what? I know what I was sent here to do. I am okay with my life, and I'm going to accept every single ounce of it, the good and the bad, right? Interesting enough, though, the mirror card is coming through here, okay? I feel like you guys are mirroring each other. I feel like you guys feel the same way. Maybe even possibly you're in a third-party situation, too, yourself. It's kind of hard to say, but ultimately, you guys are both feeling the same way, right? But I think what you need to really, because remember, what we see or how we feel is actually a perception of ourselves. So ultimately, if you feel like this person's going to abandon you, it's because you've abandoned yourself. If you feel like this person's never going to love you, it's because you don't love yourself. So there's something to see within that mirror, within that reflection, right? So not only are you guys mirroring each other, but again, you guys need to look in the mirror, right? And really find out what it is that's triggering you. Take a look at those shadows within your life. And interesting enough, remember, you guys were doing 2 shadow readings a month, as well as 2 love readings. So next week we are doing a shadow read. So we are going to be looking at the shadows of you as well as your person. So this is where a lot of this stuff will come out, okay? A lot of the triggers, a lot of the issues that are really deep, or even maybe in the back of the mind that you haven't faced because you don't even know they really exist, okay? Then we also have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing, all right? So I do feel like, honestly, Pisces, this is a time for you to live life, heal, right? Learn, absorb this energy that you've been putting into this individual, put it into yourself, and really raise your own physical energy, okay? I feel like it's really important right now, with all the eclipses that we have going on, with all the retrogrades. It's really, really important to focus on yourself, because right now, Pisces, it's going to be harder, because with all of these eclipses, with all of these retrogrades, there's a big energy shift that is going to make a lot of us really expose those shadows, okay? Even if we don't want to expose them, a lot of shadows are going to be kind of brought, a lot of illusions are exposed right now, okay? So ultimately, there's going to be a lot of pushes from Spirit and Divine to really face those shadows and work on those shadows, so that a lot of these cycles can end and new cycles can begin, because the energy frequency has been so low that it's time for that shift, right? So a lot of things are going to be changing, and ultimately it's up to you to really hold on tight, because it's already one thing to have to face these issues and these shadows and dealing with the sadness and grief and loss in life. And now we have all these eclipses coming in and really messing with us even more, okay? So all in all, I do feel like it's really important to just take that energy that you're focusing outward right now during all these eclipses and put that energy into you, okay? Focus, take, whether it's writing, reading poetry, reading a book, listening to music, cleaning, whatever it is that you feel, urge to do is very important here. Okay, so heal. All right. All right, Pisces, that's all I have for you guys. For those of you guys going into the extended, I will see you there. For those of you guys not going into the extended, I will see you guys next week where we'll be tapping into the shadows of you and your person's energy. Okay. With that being said, you guys, I love you. Stay blessed. Blessed be. Thank you guys for all of your support. Don't forget about the 1,000 subscriber giveaway. As soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, I will announce the winner. If you want to be entered to win, all you have to do is be subscribed to my YouTube channel. It's that easy. I randomly choose one winner, and I post all of the information on Instagram when I announce. So make sure you guys are following me on Instagram. Plus, I have a Pinterest account if you guys are interested, like in nail images. I have a thing for nails, clearly. Same thing with hair. I was a cosmetologist for 25 years, so I have a few boards that have a lot of shit in it, from witch stuff to my tarot readings to nail to hair to everything. Okay, even outfits and stuff like that. So go check me out on Pinterest. I love my boards. I think you'll like them too. Okay. All right, you guys. So with that being said, I love you. Stay blessed, blessed to be, and I'll see you guys next week. All right.